A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As-salatu was-salam ala Muhammadin wa alihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilman. So, assalamu alaikum everyone, and we are continuing with our series of drawing a portrait of the Ibad Rahman, the servants of the All-Compassionate, starting from verse 63 of Sura Furqan. And today we will be talking about verse 64, which is continuing with this characterization of what these people are, what they do. And it says, "And they who pass the night prostrating themselves before the Lord and standing." So the third quality mentioned of the Ibad Rahman is that in the pursuit of spiritual elevation and perfection of their servitude to the All-Compassionate, they are drawn to the tranquility of the night, seeking solace in the worship of their Creator. And this is what the verse means by they spend the night prostrating themselves and standing. So the act of waking in the depths of the night when the world is cloaked in darkness and asleep, while the worldly distractions fade away, is a testament to their sincerity. At this time, nobody is watching you except Him. It is a time devoid of pretense where believers immerse themselves in heartfelt supplication and connection with the divine. The Ibad Rahman deprive themselves of pleasant sleep at this time and turn to what is of greater value. They understand the significance of these moments, drawing energy and peace from their intimate communication with God. The significance of the late night prayer that is mentioned, or Salatul Layl, Salatul Tahajjud, that has been variously called, resonates throughout the Quran and prophetic traditions. It is described as a means of acquiring inner strength and of seeking forgiveness. We know that the Holy Prophet ﷺ made it a regular part of his nightly rituals. And scholars explain that the Salatul Layl, Namaz-e-Shab, Salatul Tahajjud, whatever you may call it, has a tremendous influence on the spirit. You know, as we may have experienced, taking time out for prayers in the middle of the day is so challenging on many levels. As thoughts and affairs occupy our mind, the world is still spinning and many things are vying for our attention. And while we continue to pray, of course, we may find it challenging to have that peace of mind and stillness so necessary for that strong connection, for that satisfaction during Salah. At night, however, the demands of the material world are quiet, at least for a little while, and we can focus on attuning ourselves with the Creator. This is why those who are serious about spirituality make the most of the last part of the night. They turn to God while the world sleeps, thereby enlivening their hearts, strengthening their will, and perfecting their sincerity through worship at this special time. Of course, this effort, like all efforts, is so richly rewarded by the all-generous. In one narration, the Holy Prophet ﷺ explains, "Verily, when a servant withdraws to be alone with his master in the middle of the dark night, and intimately converses with him, Allah places divine light into his heart. Then He, exalted be His splendor, says to His angels, 'O my angels, look at my servant, how he seeks solitude to be with me in the middle of the dark night, while the worthless ones remain heedless and the negligent ones sleep. Witness that verily I have forgiven him.'" So beautiful. It is almost as if Allah is showing off in front of the angels that look at how elevated and how sincere my true servants are. In another narration, Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam suggests that the impact of the night prayer spreads across our homes and surroundings as well. He says, "Verily, the homes in which night prayer is performed, its light illuminates before the inhabitants of the heavens as stars glow for the people of the earth." In other words, the angels can see the illumination from the heavens in homes where this is a regular practice. In another narration, the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, "Three things bring happiness to the heart of the believer: meeting brethren in faith, breaking the fast, and waking up in the latter part of the night. Of course, we are so blessed that in the month of Ramadan, we have the opportunity to taste all of these joys. We meet our brethren in faith at the mosque and in community prayers. Of course, we're breaking fast every day. And inshallah, we are trying our best to wake up in the later part of the night for Salatul Layl. If you're struggling to make Salatul Layl into a regular habit, this month is the perfect opportunity to build this habit. Scholars explain that if you're not ready to make the entire 11 units of prayer into a habit, we can wake up just a little bit earlier for Fajr and pray the last 3 units on a regular basis. And if we cannot even manage the last 3 units, let's start by praying the last Salah, which is 1 rakat of Witr prayers just before dawn breaks. And so let us close by reminding ourselves of another promise of God reserved for those who are regular in their tahajjud prayers. And during the part of the night, say the night prayer beyond what is incumbent upon you. Perhaps your Lord will raise you to a praiseworthy position. And this is from Surah Al-Isra, which is chapter 17, and it is verse 79. And also remind ourselves that the doors of His mercy and blessings are specially open for us at this time. In a beautiful dua recommended by Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam al-Sajjad for reciting before beginning Salatul Layl. He says, "My God, the stars of your sky have descended, and the eyes of your people are sleeping, and the voices of your servants and your animals have become silent. And the kings have locked their doors, and its guards are moving around it. And they are guarded from he who wishes to ask them for a need or to get a benefit from them. But you, my God, are ever living, subsistent. Slumber or sleep does not overtake you." Such a beautiful dua to remind ourselves that in the middle of the night, who will we turn to except Him, to have that communion with Him, to ask for our needs, and to get so many rewards in return. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.